Whee. Right, hopefully I'm live. Can you all see me? Just had the missus on the phone, so it delayed me for a couple minutes, but not too bad. 2 minutes late, that ain't bad. Let's get you over here. Just get you over here. Hopefully everybody can hear and see me and all that sort of thing. Am I live? Am I live? Hello? Anybody in there? Yay! Well done, Benji. Yeah, you're welcome, Simon. If I'd known you were waiting, I'd have stayed away longer. Hi, Era 52. Colin, how are you? We thought you were down watching Strictly Come Dancing, Simon. I don't know if I would assume that you're a fan. Watching Strictly Come Dancing, Simon. I don't know if I would assume that you're a fan of that. So I'm sorry that I've clashed with that. Actually, it is the final tonight. Bit more volume. Pass. It's fixed volume. It's fixed volume, Sam. I'll have to speak closer. If I speak closer to it like that, it's more volume, but unfortunately it's mobile phone, so yeah, I thought you would be into that, Simon. I've got the dogs down watching it, so we'll go and ask them later what they think of it so far. Yeah, so I'm on a day earlier than usual. Apologies to anybody who's missed this and is going to catch it tomorrow, but this time of year it's family around quite a lot. So I've got my brother and his fiance coming tomorrow. I would say it's his partner, but they're getting married next year, so I'll have to get a new dress for that, obviously. So yeah, that's why I'm on today, because they're coming tomorrow, sort of midday-ish, and they won't be going till late, so it'll be too late for me to come on tomorrow. As you can hear, I've got a lovely sore throat and cold, which is great. I woke up with that on Monday morning. I think it's an allergy to all the copyright hits I had. So you're going to go in for supper soon. You know it's going to be on. Yeah, that's a bad excuse. I mean, you just want to get down for the results, don't you? I know. Yes, I think I had an allergy to the 64 copyright hits I had on Sunday, which was quite nice. Well, we did have some fun, didn't we? It was a good laugh. Yeah. So we've got a few in so far. I can never work out on this how many people's in it. It don't tell me on this. It tells me on the phone, but you know. Hi, how are you, Andy? All right, mate. So I'm on the water tonight, look. I'm on the water because my missus has gone on her works do. It's her works Christmas outing today, so she's off for a nice meal and a dinner and dance in a hotel, and then they're off on the town for the night. So I've got to go and pick her up, probably in the early hours of the morning. So she could be a bit messy, and I'm sure she won't get up very early tomorrow. Hi, Sean, how are you, mate? What's 18? Oh, 18 people, 18 viewers, I think Simon's on about. I can't see it because it's actually on the phone. Order a taxi. Simon, it's miles away. We live out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's a 40-minute drive each way. I mean, if everyone wants to donate for a taxi, I'll order one up and get hammered. There's no problem. It'd probably be the best part of, I don't know. I looked at it I looked at the cost of it one New Year's Day when she wanted to get a taxi in, and so she could drink New Year's Eve, and I think it was about 160 quid to get into Barnstable. So yeah, it's it is a fair old way. So I got like a 40-minute drive to go in and get her, but I expect it to be sort of 1-2 o'clock, something like that in the morning. I'm sure taxi would have been good. I could have perhaps tried some of the whiskey that I bought the other day as well then, just to get me vocal cords going all right. So I've got a few things that I've been up to this week. Not a lot. I've been out doing a bit of photography. I don't know if I mentioned last week that that my 3D printer is back with me and up and running yet again. So I've been able to catch up with some of the 3D printing work. I sent off a PP7 battery case to someone last week. I also printed up these as well. Oh, your CB was very quiet down there. Yeah, there's not a lot of CB activity around here, I don't think, now, Benji. But I printed up these for the Shorak, which are a sort of replica of that, but a sturdier version. So that's the original, you can see that. And that's the ones that I've printed to replace it. They come out really well, actually. Made of ABS, a lot stronger than this stuff. If I bend this now, it'll snap. So I'm not going to do that because it's the only original one that I've got left. But yeah, you're drinking. Ah, Chris, how are you, mate? Always on the gin, aren't you? I did actually notice you, Chris, cleaning some BNC connectors and then drinking the gin afterwards. That's hardcore, mate. That's hardcore. Hi, Rob. No cake tonight, unfortunately. I'm on the Corporation Pop tonight. Corporation Poplar. Good old chlorine-based drink that comes out of taps. So yeah, it's the throat isn't too good tonight. But I've got me Brewed Oath t-shirt on, so you know I'm halfway there. Hi Tony, how are you, mate? Happy Christmas to you as well. I bet it was nice with a bit of silver in it, Chris, actually. I've only been once, Benji. Only been last year. That was my first year there. I don't know. I think Andrew Ausfer has been a few times. I don't know if he's about tonight, but as I say, I'm a little bit premature. I'm a day early. There you go. So yeah, the 3D printer's back. I did print this up the other week. It was for that record deck that I've been working on. I was promised a power lead by somebody, but sadly it's never materialised. Neither is my refund at the moment, so a little bit miffed at that. But you know, I'm sure it'll be forthcoming very soon. I'll show you what I've done to the record deck because I don't know if anyone knows the Hacker. I think the Dynatrons are the same. They've got a weird round pin plug, round socket that goes on 3 pins on the back. I think it's very similar to the old Australian type plug, and you cannot get them. But this chap did have one that he said he posted me, and it's never arrived. That was on the 14th of November, I think, and it still isn't here yet. But you know, I have mentioned him before, so you know who he is. I'm not going to name him and shame him on here, but maybe next week if it still doesn't arrive. What do you want me to show you, Simon? And this is all, everybody can view this. It's not adults only. You want me to show you what I've done? Oh, okay. All I've done with this, I've just 3D printed a plate. My idea was to bolt this plate inside on the chassis and then mount the I don't know, you call these an IEC something or other, don't you? It's basically a kettle lead, and that was going to replace the old 3-pin. I can't show you exactly what it looks like because I took it off. I wonder if I've got a picture of it though. I think I have somewhere. Let me just see if I can find you a picture of what it was before, and then I'll show you what I've actually done to it. I've actually put a shirter, not a shitter, a shirter socket on it. My voice is very deep today. Dear, dear. It's man flu. It's man flu. I'm going down. I'm going down with it. Okay, let's see if I can find a picture of the original socket on it. I don't know if I've taken a picture of it actually. Typical, isn't it? When you want it, you can't find it. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm just wasting time. No. No, it doesn't look like I took a picture of it. I did have a picture here of it somewhere. I did have a picture of it, but not to hand. Let me get you the base of the record decking and I'll show you what I've done. Whew. That's heavy. Put the other way up. Let me just get you in on the bit end of this. Yeah. Okay, well, hopefully you can sort of see inside there. Let's get a screwdriver, just whip that panel off. Okay, this was straight into taking stuff apart already. Okay. So originally, let me just get a hand a minute. So originally there was just 3 pins sort of in that sort of orientation. I've snapped them off and thrown them away actually, so I can't even show you what they look like. I think I've thrown them away anyway. Yeah, I have. So yeah, basically it was 3 quite thin flat pins, and there's a special circular plug just a little bit smaller than that that pushes in and connects to them. So what I've done is I snapped off the 3 pegs, the 3 like flat pins, and I drilled this sort of shape in this. It's really hard, this it's not fiberglass, it's like a fiber board, but it's really tough. I think it's that I can't remember the name of it. Somebody will know what the name of that stuff is. It's like old-fashioned circuit board. It's not fiberglass, but it's really tough. Let's get back on the chat. Oboso. Right. Yeah. Oh, strange you should mention that name, Andy. Yeah, it could be phenolic. You could be right. Paxilin. That's it, Simon. It's Paxilin, I think. It's basically the same stuff as this, I suppose. It's just really hard, tough, like very heavily compressed fiberboard. So basically I've drilled it out. I then got the Dremel and just tidied it up a bit, and I've managed to get it to fit absolutely perfect. M3 brass bolts with nylock nuts in behind. The only thing I did have to do, because it's quite close to these fuses, so I moved it down slightly, so I just took a little tiny bit out of the metal chassis there to get it flush, but it's really solid connection now. And the lead for it is here. So we now have a proper molded lead, much nicer and safer than the old one. I suppose you want to see what I've done in the ass end of it as well. to get me head behind the camera to see if you can see it. This. Whee! Hello. Can't quite see it there. I'll have to. There we go. So that's the back end of it. As I say, I was supposed to be getting a proper sort of socket to go in the back of it, a proper plug, but as I say, it never arrived, sadly. So all I've done, I've rewired this. I put all new wiring in on it, exactly the same as it was before, really. I've just extended it a little bit to get it onto the back of there. This cap is well out of the way. That's a new filter cap that I put in. I've also finished some servicing work on the deck, which Andy very kindly helped me with. Vintage Electronics Repair. Very kindly did a video for me, which proved very useful, actually, because some of the stuff that he said about servicing, I thought I'd actually done it, but I actually hadn't done it. So, really helpful. Let's quickly catch the chat then before I get this thing out of the way, because it does take up a lot of room. Yes. Star Trek compound. If you need any toys. Hi Tom, how are you, mate? Have you got a toy shop? Have you got a toy shop, Chris? Right, let's get back out a little bit off of that. So yeah, I've shown you the inside of this before. It's all ready to go. Literally, all I'm waiting for now is about for the deck itself. You know, I've done everything to it now. It should be the business. It sounded amazing before, but that's just a little safety thing, and hopefully that's prolonged the life of it for the owner. Let's get that out of the way a minute. Whoa. Right, back in the room. Phallic resin. Phallic resin. Right, so what else have I got? I've got something that I meant to talk about last week that I've totally forgot about. In all the hilarity and all the crazed drunken music playing. Picture on the roof, yeah. I had an envelope come through last week. Very exciting envelopes, isn't it? Let's get you down a little bit closer. I don't know if any of you are members of the British Vintage Wireless Society, are you? Or you, aren't you? This is my annual membership renewal pack. It's just come through. You are Benji, are you? So you've probably had this. So this is basically the renewal pack that you get each year. I mean, it's not phenomenal, to be honest. It's 32 quid for a year's membership. But I mean, when you see the quality of the bulletin, you happily pay that just to receive a subscription to the bulletin, I think, apart from the other benefits. There's some like for sale stuff, members ads, wanted. Quite a lot of wants, actually, more wants than for sales, I think. In fact, yeah, there's only 3 for sales on there. Everything else is bits that people want, but you never know. Award thing. Spring Harpenden. I don't know where that is. Harpenden. AL5. That must be. It's certainly not down this part of the country. But looks like got an auction and a swap meet on the 3rd of March. You can join on the day if you want to go up there, I believe. I've not been to one of their auctions yet. I really want to go to one, but I need some cash, really. So I'm going to be pretty gutted if I go there and I can't afford to buy anything. And this is the confirmation of the NVCF for next year that I know we've talked about before on this channel, so I'm probably boring the hell out of you by talking about it, but I am thinking about possibly doing a stall this year. I don't know. So I've only been to it the once. So it's still got the 2018 booking form, but I assume it's the same one. But yes, the calendar is the photos in it is such good quality. I mean, you think you get these free calendars sent through these stuff, you think that's a load of junk, I'll just chuck that away. But these are really good. I ain't got any wall space to put it up though. So yeah, so Deca alert, Rieger Planer 2. Well, there you go. I've actually got a Rieger Planer downstairs. I think that might be a Planer 2. Certainly not the original arm, I don't think. Nice old Bush VHF 64. Old Echo TV, that 1955. Okay, I'm giving you a sneak preview here. We've got an old Vidor Viking. I've never seen one of those before. It looks very transistory. You never know. Could be Volvi. Yeah, so the photography on these is brilliant. There's some batteries there, look. Excuse me. Some real old batteries there. I recognise a couple, but so yeah, that's a lovely what on earth is that? Stereo tuner amplifier from 1975. Nitec, never heard of it. RCA Victor. Sobo color TV. No, dual standard TV. That's black and white, isn't it? So yeah, the photography is amazing. You know, you can see by the front covers on these. The photography. This is the bulletin now. This is the winter 2018 bulletin. So what we've got? Anything of interest? Yeah, we've got some more. You know, when I first joined the British Vintage Wireless Society, it was nearly all about Valve stuff, but there's a lot more transistor stuff creeping into these now. Corsair radio restoration. I mean, the articles are brilliant in these. I mean, look, we've even got chassis layouts. There we go. Perdio Park Lane transistor radio. Look. Again, not a radio that I've got, but I've certainly seen them. So you've got schematics. Again, some really good high quality photography. It's virtually a service manual. So someone that's developed a 625 to 405 line converter for TV. I'm not into vintage TV, so I suspect a lot of people are, but oh, phenolic resin has a lot of death resin in it. I did actually put a mask on Sam before I drilled that stuff because I thought it don't smell particularly good. Probably didn't do my throat and chest any good either. Someone making replica knobs on a lathe. Look. That's really really good. Auto Jumble, October 2018. There's some cracking stuff there. Good speakers. I've got to get me to one of these. I think the nearest one to me is Wootton Bassett over in Swindon way. More television stuff. Goldborn, November 2018. I think that's the one that you went to, Andy, wasn't it? Period Popsy. Perdio Popsy, you mean, Tam? Period. Yeah, so we've got some transistor stuff there, but I know Andy did go to this one and he picked up quite a few bits. In fact, some of this could be some of the stuff Andy picked up. But so Dynatron Nomad, Defiant. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it going to that actually, but it's way too far away from me, really. So something about pricing radios up. Old advert, look. What about TVs? So that's a good couple evenings reading, and they do these multi-capacitor cans as well. For those of you that restore the old Volve radios, these are quite hard to get, but you can order them up. Members get them a little bit cheaper. But you went to Goldborn, did you? Yeah, I think Andy, Vintage Electric Repair, went there. He did a quick little video on it when he was in there this year. So yeah, there's an advert for the NVCF there. So that is well worth going to. So yeah, I thought I'd quickly show you that because it is a really good quality publication. I haven't renewed yet, but you renew, and I think it runs from the 1st of January, I think. Yeah, so it's 1st of January the new membership starts. So I must send that off. Oh dear, excuse the coughing. So anyway, that's that. That is that. Yeah, Cortina City I have, Sam. I don't know, it's back my sort of era, the Ford Cortina Mark III. I can remember one of the lads at college had one that he used to drive us down to Plymouth in. We used to like that car, but I was a Ford Capri man myself, but it's lovely to see people restoring old stuff like that. Shango is an animal, and he is very entertaining, Shango. I've not seen his latest video. I saw the one he did on the Zenith. Yeah, I think there's quite a few, Chris, going up to the NVCF, so I'm sure that we can arrange to meet. I mean, if I do get a stall, then I'll be like a, what's his name, won't I? I'll be a captive audience, won't I? Oh, I forgot to put my thing back on the record player. Right, what else have we got then? You'll know, I'm sure you've seen my video I did on this one. This is the little Nordmend that I had a look at last week that wouldn't work because of the transistors. Get those lovely AF117 transistors in it that we all love. Well, anybody that works on these radios will love them. I've actually got them here, the ones I took out. And I did show you these in the radio, but they're Volvo, not Volvo, Valvo. Hang on, it's not gonna. Yeah, Valvo AF117. So I cut the shield leg off, and it did come back to life, but still a little bit scratchy. So I thought I'd have a quick look at those with you on the multimeter, just to see how bad they actually were. So let's just get the multimeter in shot. Nice bit of glare on the screen of it. There we go. No, still glare. That'll do. There we go. let's just get you in a little bit closer and we'll just have a quick look at these transistors. Come on. So we certainly know they've got shorts on the shield, but the difference, even with the shield wire cut off, in the performance that it is now that I've put these Russian transistors in it, is really good. Right, so hopefully you can all see that. So I'm going to go on a shield wire, which is the same as putting your probe on the case. Let's go to the collector. Hang on. No, it's not bloody do it now. Oh, there we go. So we've got a short there between the shield and the base. That certainly ain't going to do it any good. And the collector and the emitter's got a short as well. Strangely, the collector's not shorted to it, but yeah, bad shorts on that one. Where's the other one gone? Or just cop the camera angle up now. Yeah, you can't see nothing again now. Here we go. Oh, you want another hacker, Chris, is that? So let's try this one then. So let's go to the collector. Yeah, that's 35 mega ohms, so it's not dead short or anything like that, but certainly it's going to cause problems. Base. Yeah, 4 mega ohms. And the emitter. So both of those got shorts on them. I'm going to keep them because they can be zapped and reused, as I'm sure you know. And I was talking to Tony actually on email, and he bought some new old stock AF117s. Must be AF117 stash. I've got a couple here actually. We can try a couple new old stock ones, because although they're new old stock, you'll probably find that they've got shorts on them already, because I don't think they need to be in circuit to grow the tin whiskers. I think they just randomly grow regardless. Let's just have a quick look, because these are all Bell ones, and Bell ones do seem to be okay. Let's just try this then. So we've got a brand new old stock. Again, these are ridiculous money now. I think people pay about up to £7.50 for these things. So it's a BEL. You see that? BEL AF117. I don't know if BEL obviously is not Mullard, so whether it's an American company, I don't know. It depends, Chris. Yeah, they are definitely available. That's what I put inside this one. So let's have a quick look at the this transistor. So let's go from the shield to the collector, and there we are. Look, we've got 300k already. So it's already got shorts, and it's a brand new transistor. So don't think if you buy one on eBay or wherever you get them from that it's going to be fine and it'll replace it, because you're still going to have to zap them. Yeah, so we've got 800k there, and about 600k there. So that one is brand new, but it's still got shorts. So do not buy new old stock AF11 series transistors, because they will still have shorts. What you need is these little beauties, the old Russians. They're a lot smaller, but they're different style can altogether, so they don't suffer from the from the short. They've still got the shield wire, so the can is still shielded. Certainly, that's the way to go. And I've put them in this radio, and I'll stick a battery in it. I'm going to show you what it sounds like. Well, not show you, let you listen to what it sounds like. Yeah, I think when I opened up this radio and took the board out of it, inside it's like new. It's almost mint inside. There's no tarnish on the switch contacts whatsoever. I couldn't even see any rubbing on the switch contacts, so it's almost like it's never been used. So I think what's happened with this is someone's had it, and they've basically used it for a while. It's packed up, and they've just probably chucked it up in a box in the loft and never saw it again. But I mean, the case was really grubby, but it's come up like brand new, and you can see the date on it. I did show this last week, so apologies for repeating myself. The date inside is 9th of September 1963. And you can just about see the transistors I put in there. Where are we? Where's my finger? There. So we got one there, little Russian friend, and we got one up in there. So there's two of our little Russian transistors in there. You can't see the switches because they're in behind this board, but believe me, they are like brand new. The other thing that gave me a clue that it might be fairly unused was the fact that all the capacitors, I was going to change all these caps and just put new axial caps in it, but I thought, well, no, I tested them with the ESR meter in circuit and they seemed fine, so I thought, well, I'll lift the lag just to see. And I mean, to be fair, the tolerance on these is probably better than the new ones that I've got, so I've left them in, and they're all German. What's the brand on them again? Is it Frankie or something like that? But they're good quality German capacitors, so there's nothing wrong with them whatsoever. So yeah, and let's get a battery. Let's see if this one's got any power in it. 9.5 volts. I say I've cleaned it up. It's come up really nice. It's probably not going to work now, is it? I've bigged it up, and it's just going to say, sorry, I'm not going to play tonight. Won't play if I don't plug the positive in. Originally, this would have had like a plastic battery holder for two of those like bicycle type batteries. I can't remember what they're called now, but they're not particularly nice, and they're certainly not very easy to get hold of. I'm not saying that the PP9s are that easy to get hold of, but it's certainly a damn sight easier than those bicycle like batteries. Fit the old Ever Ready. So the front of it's cleaned up nice, and all of this is like new. It really hasn't had a lot of use at all. The only fault really was there's a little tiny chip. Someone got a feel for it there, just there on the dial. You just about see it there, like little tiny chip there. But apart from that, it's really good now. So I don't know if there's a Greek station on here. I don't think there is. Is that Greek football?
So like it was similar last week. Robert Redford has said that
I mean, I'm on medium wave at the moment. You don't want it, Sam. Well, you know.
Today is the 14th. 11 days.
Bearing in mind, before I did it, it was only picking up probably 1 or 2 stations, even with the shield wires cut off.
Tell the story about. I loved it.
There's loads of stations on it now. As seems to be the case at the moment, medium wave's full of stations. Let's go long wave.
Not yet ready lunar module. But they're moving at home.
That was our job, and have been in a lot more danger.
It's Radio 4, but this light will be interfering with it. French.
Columbus voyage. So on the one hand, I was excited about it.
Les notes clavières depuis 1973, la musique.
So to be fair, if it picks up the French stations here, it's doing pretty good. So yeah, that was quite enjoyable. It didn't take me long really to sort it. The bit the bit that took the time was the cleaning of the case. But yeah, nice little radio. So I'll stick that on my website at some stage when I get around to it, and someone can have that. Give it a new home. Picks up more than your icon scanner. The 15-second thing is totally out the window, Sean. It doesn't seem to be 15 seconds. It's like a couple seconds. Hi Tim, how are you, mate? Yes, it doesn't take a lot to get a copyright hit, as I've discovered. Your ITT's a bit sick, Benji, is it? Which one is it you've got? Hi Gary, how are you, mate? Had a road trip out to Gary's today. Gary very kindly let me have a record cleaner. I have took it out of the box and looked at it, Gary, but I can't find me deionized water at the moment. So by the time I got round to looking for it, it got dark. So I dipped out there. But yeah, thanks very much, Gary. Gary's got some great hi-fi kit down there as well. Could have spent the whole day there really just listening to his record collection. Really good. So I will definitely have to get my my icon up and running, Gary, and give you a shout out there, mate. And I shall be back when I'm in that way again. Hi Jamie, how are you? So I'm not on the on my face at the moment. I'm down on the bench here. So I've got another radio that I've never tried before, and I think I've had this on the bench before, but I've never really fired it up. And that's this one. I bought this because I thought it looked really nifty. It's got a couple little legs that fold out on it. Anybody seen one of those before? Let's get you down a little bit. It's quite a small radio. Cheers, Gary. I will definitely pop back in there, mate. Nice to have somewhere to stop when I'm going up that way, because it's a bit of a long drag going to Ilfracombe for me. Takes me over an hour to get down to there, so it's good to perhaps stop and have a yap on the way back. Oops, just wrenching the camera about now, just getting my screwdrivers back out of the way. Hi, Wenlock. I thought you might be able to join us if I came on a bit later. How are you, mate? Yes, it is a Philips, Gary. It's a Philips. I mean, for some reason in the like 70s, Philips seemed to put the name all transistor on all of their kit, and you can see it there now, all transistor. I suppose it was like the big thing back then. It's really heavy, actually. It's really heavy. It's very solidly built. You know, this plastic is, I don't know if any of you got those Makita drills like the older ones. It's that sort of looks like a makeup mirror. Yeah, it's quite shiny, sure. I saw it on eBay. I bought this quite some time ago. Again, I've not put any power on it. What does it say there? High, low. I'm assuming that's tone. I mean, look at these little switches and that. It's really well made. It's all metal. It's not a lot of plastic on this. It's even got a little aerial. It's not such a little aerial, actually it's quite a big aerial for so it's got it's not got FM on it. It's got shortwave, medium wave and long wave. Shortwave looks like it's 20 meters up to 50 meters. That's interesting. I'm really not sure what that switch there does. That might be the on-off switch. It's a bit of a clunker, isn't it? Was that could be on-off, and that could be the band switch. I don't know. And they never put a model number on the outside. We seem to have a lot of switches and buttons on it. So we've got another switch here. God knows what that does. It's blimmin' stiff though, whatever it does. I wonder if that releases a battery compartment or something. Ah, yes, it does. That's pretty nifty. So that's where you put your batteries in by the looks of it. Let's get back down here out of the way. So it looks like it takes AA batteries. We've got a couple little rather manky looking battery sleeves. I'm not going to pull them out actually because they're spiral. So okay, so we've got a label there as well that tells us it's a Philips. Looks like it's an L2X 10T/15L. So that's the only thing that denotes what model it is. That's the tuning dial there. And I'm assuming this little list here is the battery types. See that or not? Ever Ready GB. There's nothing that says that it's an AA battery on there at all. I'm assuming it is AA batteries. God knows how many though. So it's 50 by 14 mil, 1.5 volts. Fortunately, I haven't got any of those because the missus has nicked them for all the Christmas lights. On the other side, I'm assuming this is the volume control. So we've got a headphone jack, and that looks like an input jack. Strange. Unless that's a tape recording jack. But I need to see if we can get some power on it. I think what we'll do is pop the back off of it. I think we ought to get it open, don't you? I think you need to open her up. Put plenty of paper down. Spray. Hi Bill, how are you, mate? I didn't see you pop in there. You got a new icon, look. Great stuff. Spray. Right, let's just pop the back off and see if I can get some power leads onto it. I'd rather power it up with the power supply. It's probably not those. No, that's not done anything. Oh, yes, it has. Sort of. Okay, so we've got to do these screws as well. I've got to wiggle it open. I think it's still attached on these top screws as well. Seem to have a collection of different screws in here. We've got a Phillips there. And a rather small flathead there. I don't want to go and nick the Christmas decoration batteries. I'll be in trouble else. Mind you, they are eating batteries. I bought 100 batteries and I got probably about 10 left, if that. Right, so now should, in theory, the back still don't want to come off. The front's loving it. The front wants to come off. Oh no! Guess what I can see? Look at these little monsters. Oh no! Look there. F116. Oh. What's the likelihood of this one working then? These old battery tubes out of the way. Okay, so I wonder how many batteries this takes. Excuse me. So it takes 4, so 6 volts, isn't it? Got to do me maths there. Got to do me maths. Let's use a couple clip leads. So what do we think? Is it going to work? What's the odds? Is it going to work without whacking? I think Simon's gone to watch Strictly now, hasn't he? Gone for his Horlicks and Strictly. Just in case there's any Greek music about. Right, 6 volts. Get it just on the current limit. I think that's the on-off switch up there, but who knows? It's actually quite well made. I'm not sure what date it is. Ah, I've got 661 written in there, look. 661, so 1961. There you go. That's what date it is. Summer of 61. Now let's watch it go up in smoke, shall we? Oh, he's back, Simon. Yeah, so what's the likelihood of this thing working then? Bill's Bill's trapped in by the vacuum. I know the feeling. So let's stick some power on it. Let's not call them trannies. Yeah, we did get one comment blocked for trannies the other day, didn't we? Right. Are we ready? I think that is the power switch. That's the volume. Don't know which way round it is. Okay, there's a bit of hiss. Houston, we have hiss. That's a classic hiss of doom that you get with AF117s. This crackly hiss. Let's see if it'll tune. Not a dicky bird. I'll tell you what, the dial cord mechanism looks blimmin' complicated. It needs a line in as well because it goes too far over that way. Oh. God, those coils need fixing as well. Look at that. God. So we have got AF117 trebles, some with 116 trebles. Let's tune it to the middle of the band. Can I get this thing off or not? This thing's annoying me. No, I have to pull the bottom piece off, I think, to get that out. Right, let's try whacking it. that switch. Look at that thing. Right, let's try tapping some AF11. It's not going to play ball today, is it? It's definitely them. These transistors down here don't look familiar either. I take it that's the output transistors. But just got F marked on top of them. No, they're not going to play. I just can't get in there. It's too crammed, the board. It's trying by the sound of it. Right. I would have thought the whole front would come off actually now I've undone those screws, but it doesn't seem to want to. Probably got to undo the board from this side. Or have they glued it? No. Let's have a quick look with the signal tracer. Just see if I can find any signals inside it at all. Let's look here. I assume that's the oscillator. Dogs are kicking off now. Intruders! Intruders! Let's have a look at that one. No, there's no RF noise there whatsoever. I'm not a dicky bird. That's got to be the oscillator there, it must be. This has got to be the IF down here, I would have thought. Just can't get into them. I wonder if I can get the board out of this. So we've got a screw in there. Wasn't actually in. Talk amongst yourselves. It looks like that unscrews. Look, that's nifty, isn't it? Oh, hello. Hang on, there's all sorts of stuff floating about inside this. There's me tweezers. Looks like a spring is broken on the switch there, but I don't know. It wants to come apart, doesn't it? Let's get this out of the way. Why am I messing with this? Somebody tell me to stop, quick. Ah, I found another screw. I have another screw. Sure, it wants to come out, you know. Pain in the neck to put that together, though. Okay, there's a long lead on that. It's quite a short lead on the aerial, but okay, I think we've got to take the headphone jack and whatever other jack it is off. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Don't mind me. I'm just the one here fumbling with this. Oh, that came off easy. That one ain't going to be so easy though. Let's get me monster screwdriver. Insulated in case I get a shock. Don't want to get a shock off of this one, do I? Oh, now we're getting free. Why am I taking this apart? Can anybody tell me why I am touching this? What is the matter with me? Ah, dear. Well, as far as I can see, there's nothing holding that now, so why won't those little kits come apart? We got another screw hidden somewhere. Okay, I'm going to have a rest from that for a second. Let me just have a look at the chat again. Oh dear. Why's putting the tree up? It's not got AF117s in it, does it? Oh. Thanks for whoever just donated that £2 on Super Chat. There's a Sam's for this one, is there, Bill? Huh. Yeah, have a look at Chris's channel. He did build that Velamin kit that I showed you. Hi Theo, how are you? Right, I think I'm up with the chat now, I think. Apologies if I've missed anything, but that went a bit quick. As you can see, I'm messing about with this old Philips radio. Nice, very nice old radio actually. Just trying to work out why the hell it doesn't want to come out of the case at the moment. It's sort of 99% there, but just won't go that extra mile. Try brute force and ignorance. Let's try that method. Every time. Look at that. So, what I was going to see is if I could see the pin out and whip out those shield. Oh, hello. I think that was a screw that fell out then. Oh well. See if I could pop those AF117s out to see if it'll work. I can see one of the shield wires. Pop the shield wires, I meant actually, not the actual transistors. I can see one there. Git. Again, if anyone knows these transistors, they'll know that the shield wire is the one next to the collector. In this case, I think I can get in there. One shield wire snipped. Come on out, you swine. That's one. Yeah, that's the base. And there's the other one right beside him. There we go, that's both the shields of the IF transistor. Now, can I get in on this one? So if anyone's just joined, I know it looks painful, but I'm actually trying to get this radio working for some bizarre reason. Obviously got nothing better to do. I'm missing Strictly Come Dancing, the final. Oh, it's all disastrous. It's only good for AF, is it? That's strange. I mean, this one here is supposed to be AF or RF Chris, and it's got the diode and the 2 diodes and the capacitor in the probe thing. So maybe you want to build one of those as well. OSD, Wenlock, it could well be. Hi Richard, how are you? No, the missus is out on her Christmas party and I've got to pick her up early hours of the morning. So no beer for me today. Yeah, it's got to be done, Bill, isn't it? I think Bill's with me. Let's just go for it. What the hell? I'm just trying to work out how the hell I can get onto that oscillator transistor. I think I can see which one's the shield, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to take this off because that'll be the dial cord out the window. See if I can see it from the actual board itself. Where is it? There. Oh, great! It's got a nice bit of cloth tape over it. Okay, let's try it with the IF transistor snipped. If it still don't work, I'm gonna have to try and get in and get the other 2 somehow. Let's see if that's brought it back to life. No, that's typical, isn't it? It's the oscillator that's the one that I can't get at, is the one that's causing the issue, I think. What have we done by disconnecting that wire there then? So it's just this one. It's definitely doing something, because it's no good. The wire has to go. The shield wire has to go. Okay. Let's turn it off. The only way I think I can get that wire off is to get my forceps in there. So the forceps are coming out again. It's bad news when the forceps come out. Yank them out, go. I can't get in there, Bill, without pulling this fibre tape off. I don't really want to disturb that because it's insulating all the wires coming off of the ferrite. So I don't really want to start pulling that off. If I pull one of these off without the manual, I've had it really. And they're all sort of like tacked on there as well. So that's the reason I'm not desoldering it. As I say, they'll get pulled out and replaced with our Russian friends. It's a bit like a blimmin' Rubik's Cube, isn't it? Right, so I'm thinking that the shield wire is the second one in underneath there. Can I get in it? Can I get in there? Trying to just wiggle it off of the board, but it ain't having any of that. So can I get in there? Come on. Ah. I think. Yes. I've only got it, I think. Or I've just cut the collector off and it's not going to work at all now. That's probably more likely. It's in a bit of a sorry state now, the radio. Sorry, radio, for doing this to you. I wasn't going to get into your guts today, but it looks like I have. It's still not blooming working. I know, tell a lie.
La vérité et la vie. La parole même du Dieu. Néanmoins, il se référait pour vous la conception du temps.
It's only got it working.
Chers amis, nous voici au thème de notre émission de ce jour.
Getting a lot of fire stations.
Studio. Welcome to Chinese Studio.
That sounded like Chinese studio, didn't it?
Better now after this whole week of Chinese Studio.
We are getting China on medium wave. What is going on? Long wave's pretty quiet. Yeah, long wave's got issues, I think, which that's probably that switch long wave, I expect. I know I've killed it totally, look. Let's give it a squirt. Excuse me. No. Oh, hang on, that's not idiot. That's going to be shortwave, isn't it? It's no wonder that's not working. That would need something connecting to that wire there, I expect. That's going to be... No? I don't know. That's just tone. Now I've disconnected the battery clip. So yeah, the only thing I don't know is... Ah, that's long wave. Ah. Okay. It's a three-way switch. So we have got long wave. So I think shortwave could be quiet because of the aerial. Let's just see if we can get shortwave working in a minute. If I can find my long wire. Just quickly hook this up. Ah. It doesn't appear to be working on shortwave. I think that's shortwave there.
0.2% in October, 0.4% in November. Selling prices rose just 0.3%.
I think that's shortwave, actually. Is that Greek? Is that Greek? Okay. Right, that's shortwave. Yeah, that's shortwave. I know what it's done. Sounds like long wave is dead. Okay, that's enough messing about with that one, isn't it? Is everybody happy that that one is now working? It needs a capacitor it's doing as well, but you know, at least it proves that it says blimmin' old AF transistors again. So let's just retire that one off the bench for a minute. I'll just get a little pot to put all the parts in that I took off. That's a nice little project, that one, actually. I enjoy having a fiddle with that. I shall enjoy messing with that. Right, let's just catch up with the chat. Apologies, I've been messing with that and not looking at the chat again, as usual. Hopefully Sean's looking after it for me. Snip the shield. Good as new. Yeah. Yeah, you are. I think you need a hacker in your life, Chris, really. I'm going to have to send you one for Christmas, aren't I? A broken one that doesn't work, that you'd be forced to fix because it's been given to you as a gift. What are we seeing? Hi Des, how are you, mate? You stuck at home on Saturday night? Cut out of your Capri? Well, it is working, that. So, anyone seen your wheelie bin? I'm not sure, Benji. Actually, Sam, I had many Capris myself as well. I had a Mark 1, a couple of 3 Mark 1s, 2 Mark 1s I had, a Mark 2, and a 2.8 injection as well. Simon, you are a beast. Yeah, I definitely think that that Chris ought to have a broken hacker for Christmas. Yeah, if you send me your address, Chris, I'll send you the biggest dog of a hacker that I can find for you to beast. Mutilate. Ah, dear. Yeah, I think Father Christmas ought to bring Chris a hacker. So if anyone's got his address, go and send him one. He'll love it. He'll love you forever. So, since we've said the H word, should we have a quick look at one that I've got over here, or should we? Yes, let's have a look at one of Chris's. Send you one as a punishment. I think you ought to find a real smashed up one for you, Chris. A real beaten to hell one. Oh dear. What did Father Christmas get you? He got me a broken hacker radio for Christmas. So. Right, let's zoom out a little bit, shall we? Sean has been requesting a look over one of these for a little while. Just let me see what the dogs are kicking off about a minute. It's probably the ugly neighbours. What are you two up to? Wait. There's no one there. There's no one there. There's no one there. Chris. White. Virginal. This is the one that I already had, Sean. The one that you let me have, Sean, has not got the grill on at the moment because we swapped them over, didn't we? I've not put it back on yet. So, what's this then? Anybody know which sovereign it is or which hacker it is? I've just told you now. Oh dear. Looks padded like a cell. Yeah. Now, Chris, have you got experience of padded cells then, have you? Oh dear. Right. So this, for those that don't know, is a Hacker Sovereign 2. And they did it in like a limited edition in this white leather cloth. These are pretty rare and they do fetch high prices when they come up for sale. For some reason, I just assume it's the rarity. Let's get the case up because I know Chris is going to want a closer look at this. It's quite heavy actually. So you'll notice down here as well, it's an RP25B. So the original Sovereign 2, because this is a Sovereign 2. The original Sovereign 2 was an RP25. That had, I think, germanium. It had the AF117s in the IF count, I believe. They then brought out the RP25A, which went to silicone lock fits. And the RP25B just had some slight different modifications again, some little tweaks, I suppose, like anything they learn as the radios are in production, what works and what doesn't. So it's a 3-band radio, medium wave, long wave, and VHF, FM. Only goes up to 101, as is normal for a hacker of this age. Separate bass and treble controls, and you know, there's a lot of people say that this is the best sounding hacker ever. You know. Rubber wallpaper. It is, yeah. Give it some juice. Yucky. This is a nice radio, Simon, isn't it? Let's have a look in the back. So we've got the old Hacker grill. It's come loose as usual and it's yellowed with age. This one needs a little bit of work to bring it back to pristine, but it ain't far off, to be fair. It's even got the cloth on the handle still. So in the back we've got, again, pretty standard Hacker layout from the time. We've got the FM board here, FM RF. We've got the switchboard and AM RF in the back there, and we've got the IF can there for AM, I believe. No, yes. So that's the IF can, which has got a little cover on it, which we seems to be a little bit loose, and we've got the amplifier board down the bottom. So I don't know if I've tested this one. I don't think I have. Also, these later ones did have the benefit of the socket to take the VP408 18-volt power supply. So let's wind my power supply up, because I'm sure that Chris is dying to hear this. I didn't want to spoil it for him. What is that? Like being locked in the cupboard, Simon, do you mean? Being shut in that understairs cupboard. Okay, so 18 volts. Let's hook it up. Let's go negative. Okay. So being this is one of the later ones, it's very highly likely it's going to work. We're not going to have any surprises, I don't think. Let's turn it around the front so Chris can see the lovely chrome on it. Shining with all the white leather cloth. Oh dear. Binatone World Star. It could be any number, that Chris. It sounds like I've got a Binatone World Star. Hang on. Why do I have all these radios on demand lit? Was that it, Chris? It's really, it's hurting me looking at it. I'm gonna have to get it off the bench in a minute. That, yeah. Hang on, I've got a bit of sick in my throat. Nice. Is that it, Chris? Oh, look at it. Plastic. Nice. Hardboard. More plastic. Is that it? Is it that, Chris? He's gone now. He's gone to be sick, look. Chris has gone to be sick. Binatone World Star Classic. I think it was supposed to be hell of a state. Chris has got it. Chris, I've got this Binatone World Star in for you special. because it's much lovelier than the Hackers. Lovely. No, too late. Gone. Let's get back to reality, shall we? Yeah. Let's get back to reality. To be honest, Richard, they don't sound that bad. Again, that's one I've never powered up before. I don't know if it works or not. It's not. Has it got airband on it? VHF. Yeah, that's got airband on it. Well, there you are. Whoa. Yeah. I mean, this one, to be fair, is in really good nick, which is why I picked it up. It's one of my little projects. I think the little light, does that illuminate? I know one of these, the light illuminates if you plug it into the mains. We might try it in a minute. Put it back down. All right, Des, I hear you. I hear you. Shall we fire the Hacker up then? I didn't realise that did airband, Richard. So you know, I might slightly forgive it because it does airband. So let's have a look. Let's fire her up and see if she works then. Let's just get back onto the chat a minute. I got waylaid there. VHF, let's stick the aerial up. And nothing. Okay, I think it's really low output, so I reckon that the amplifier needs recapping on this one. Let's have a quick look at the amp it is. Is it that one? 205, 205. Just going to stick another amp in it a minute. Because that's way too quiet. It shouldn't need much at all to be really loud. I'm assuming that this amp works. Could be just dirty switches, mind you. It might not be the amp, but this is an amp that I've refurbished. Let's try that again. It's not the amp. That isn't very well, is it? Signal tracer. Wow, that's not very well, that radio. That needs sorting. Something's pulling the signal right down. Might be that IF cam. It could be the volume pot is knackered. So a quick look at that. Aha! We have a disconnected capacitor. Is that likely to do anything, or has someone disconnected that because it's an issue? I don't know if you can see there, but there's this capacitor that goes across the volume pot that's just hanging in the air. So let's try that again. Let's stick its original amp back in. See what's going on in the chat at the time. I think it could have been a hacker. Go and have a Google. Now, don't look out for the Open University one, because I want one of those. So I'm just going to reconnect this up now and pop that capacitor back across the volume pot. I don't think it's going to make any difference, to be fair, because I'm sure that's just for smoothing. But you never know. I wonder if that's come off of somewhere else then. Let me just go and get another one. I'm going to have a look to see where that see where that wire goes on. Save messing about with schematics a minute. I've probably just found the perfect radio for Chris for Christmas. This could be Chris's perfect Christmas radio here, look. What do you think? Do you think we ought to send this one to Chris? You ready? Look at that beauty. Isn't she lovely? Chris, that's got your name written all over that, mate. Oh, look at it. Nice missing grill. Broken aerial. No handle. No handle. A missing rear grille as well. Whoa. What do you think? Should we send Chris this? It's a bit good, actually. It's a bit good, isn't it? Oh dear. Can't even get the back off because the top's pushed out. Come on. Oh, it's not even got a speaker. It's perfect, Chris. It's perfect. Now that hasn't even got that capacitor in it. Now that's bizarre, isn't it? That hasn't even got that capacitor in it. And that's an RP25. I think, look at that. Chris would love that. There's even like special bits floating around inside. Oh, broken aerial. It has got the original Hacker headphone plug there though. That's lovely. I think that's too good. That's too good, I think. That's too good. Let me see if I can find a newer one. Okay. A bit dusty, but a much better example. I don't know where my duster is, and I'll give it a dust off, but probably wouldn't do my throat any good. There he is. Oh dear. Right, let's have a look at the capacitor in this one then. So yes, it does definitely go between those two there. So I think someone's discovered that this doesn't work and has been messing with it, which is always annoying.
But she's just like really. Is that on? High speaker? Yeah.
Just put a bit of it. See what's on the radio. Nothing. So just pop the soldering on. I'm just going to solder that capacitor back across the volume top. Not that I don't think it's going to make a lot of difference, but it should be on there. It could be that that capacitor's gone. It could be one of the lock fit transistors gone. It could be anything gone. So once again, we're messing about with radios. Always seem to be messing about with radios. Strange, that seems. Seems too short even for the little bit of plastic. It's almost like someone's cut a bit of the wire off or snipped it off. I think someone's got at this one. Yeah, I think someone's snipped that off at some stage. Swines. I'm just going to tack it back on there for now. Beetle flux. You want the ferrite. You think it's a world master radio, Christy? Come on. God, not soda back on. Soda on, you little swine. That's got it. Yeah, I think it doesn't look like anybody's physically been in here, but apart from that being snipped off for some reason, perhaps they thought that was what was causing the issue. It's more than likely this blue capacitor in here is packed up. Let's give it another go and we'll do a bit of probing. What's that, Simon? The speaker? Wrap it. Hi, David. Wrap it up and send it to him. Did you see that radio I sorted out for you, Chris? It's a real beauty. Better than the Binatone. Right, let's hit some power on again. There is signal getting through, but it's really weak. It's normally the other way around with these sets, they're mentally loud. So I'm just going to probe the wiper of the volume pot a minute. Just see if there's how much volume we got there. We seem to have AF running around the earth for some reason. What is going on? Well, to be honest, without taking the whole thing apart, I ain't going to sort that out today. Well, I could, but I'll be up here for a couple hours messing with it. Strange, because when I probe the wiper of the volume pot, and the input, I'm getting hum, which is unusual. It doesn't usually happen. Normally I can hear the normally I can hear it. Let's see if that other sovereign works. This one's had bits robbed out of it by the looks of it. It's got no aerial. Has no aerial. Yes, that's because I took the aerial out of it for someone else's radio that I was repairing. Fancy robbing a poor old Sovereign 2. Mind you, Rob did give me a very nice Sovereign 2 as well. Now this one's been got at. Jesus. Not by me. Will this one work? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's just try it for the hell of it. If we connect the aerial up, that's not a problem. I'll just stick a bit of wire on that. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. It's a shame that that one doesn't work, mind you. Let's not connect it backwards, Graham.
Have we got it?
You all right?
What is it?
Stand there. Stay with me.
Take him out, Barty!
Take him out.
Take that knife from you, I'll use.
Tracks, do you think Kanye West or is it Drake? You just heard Sicko Man.
Relieve the nightmare cough with dry cough and sore throat oral solution. Lemsip cough, there for you. Only you. Always read the label. Christmas on Classic FM.
This is Nicholas, huh? Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town.
Gold digger.
That dig.
Stop it. You can get through
Strippers.
the window. You can jump to this. Go through. Climb down. Through the window. Climb down the trellis.
It took barely 10 minutes of flying.
So let's probe the volume pot now and see if it makes that horrible noise. On this one.
The final
No, it
twist of
doesn't.
the night.
The beautiful, confident, whip smart
Megan Jessup. Jane assumed playing low stakes.
So there's definitely something up with this one. Which is a shame. I don't think it's a lot. Does sound good, doesn't it?
in public, or to find some fresh and originally camouflaged way to damage her self-confidence and ruin her evening. It wasn't that Jane was the only one. Chloe McD had weight issues, but she would laugh off any quip Meg's chucked at her.
Well
and
said,
give
David.
back plenty of her.
Well said, David. I'm just going to stick a temporary aerial on it because it hasn't got an aerial, so this should...
But then Paul had come along, and a miraculous thing happened. Meg's was jealous.
There you go. That's a lot quieter.
It's not a feminist piece, is it? The man saves her, and then the man undoes her. I skim-read the thing before I came in. Paul's caught out as a love rat. He goes bananas. He burns the Meggie girl, the bully. He burns her eyes out with car battery stuff. He covers the pathetic creature Jane with caustic soda or something. And then he sets her on... I'm sorry, but it's ghastly nasty and over the top. Like a video nasty. A video nasty? You've never heard the term? God, and you in the media. All right then. Fingers poised and ready to fly. Ready when you are.
He asked me to tell him my life story. And he told me his life story.
Downloading the BBC Sounds app.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the
Hold
house...
it now, wait, hold it. That's played out. Hit it! Don't you give me all that jive about things you wrote.
Copyright hits, here we come. So there, that other one should, in theory, be working. I should be able to pick up the signal on the input of the volume pot, but I can't. So I don't know what's up with that. Let's have a quick look, see if I can see anything else in there. This is, by the looks of it, this is a Celestian, Simon, although it's not got the label on it. I think the other one also hasn't got the label on it, but it's a massive, great Celestian speaker. There is something silly wrong with this. Obviously that wasn't soldered on, but it sounds like an earthing issue. So whether one of these capacitors is open circuit and is chucking the signal down to ground, that's more than likely the problem. It's certainly not the amplifier, because we've tested that. It's got to be in the IF. I'm tempted to take it out. I'm tempted to take it apart. What is the time? 9:45. What do you think? Could be Radio 4. Oh dear. Yeah, it's almost certainly Celestian, but it's not got any markings on it. They had little like oval shaped labels that used to dry up and drop off, so I think I'm going to have to get it out of the case though, aren't I? Shall we get it out of the case and have a look, see if we can find out what's wrong with it? It's going to be dodgy trying to do that, but what the hell? Hey, what's that? Oh! That one worked. We now have a short interval while Graham goes and gets some more Corporation Pop. For your pleasure, we're playing some Greek music in the interval. back in the room. I hope you enjoyed that short interval. Oh dear. What are you saying, Bill? Simon's definitely doing a bit of that arm in arm kicking, dancing. Oh dear. Excellent. I think we got time to take the hacker apart, don't you? I can play you some Greek music in the background if you want it. You know, if anyone does want some Greek music, let me know, please. I don't want to spoil your enjoyment. You dear, do it. What, fix it, Bill, or play the Greek music? Okay. Let's pull it apart. I don't know whether we'll be able to get it going, but I suspect it's the capacitor in the IF strip, but you never know. Let's see if I can get this power plug off first. These are stiff. Come on, off you come. So you've got 2 screws on the bottom of these. Not the music. Sean wants the music. Simon hasn't said anything, so I'm assuming that he would like some more music. You're not angry because I've turned the music off, Simon, are you? Let's get a little tub to put them in. All right, Theo. I don't think you're going to catch the post today, though, mate. I think you've had it for today. I think we could be here for a while with this. We could put some music on in the background. Let's see. I could do 18 wedding songs, the Greek traditional music collection. I've just got to watch out for Zorba the Greek, because they don't like that. Oh. Isn't that lovely music? I better turn it down a bit or you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. So I've undone the 2 screws down the bottom. The next thing you've got to do is pull the clips off the handle. 2 chrome clips. Large Phillips screwdriver and undo these. I want Bazooki. Where's my Bazooki music? No, we don't want liminal guitar stuff. We can't do Zorba's dance. That's better. No, we don't want singing. So now we've got to pull the speaker leads off. unplug the amp. And I think right. Take the money. Okay, let's have a look at this then. As you can see, hackers are very easy to get apart and work on. I don't see anything obvious to start with. Let's get the IF can off. Just a single screw in there. The little spacer. Yeah. I think we all ought to club together to get Simon a nice compilation disc of Greek. In fact, I could send him that Greek Islands LP, couldn't I? But I know he's got a nice record player. Would you like that, Simon? That nice Greek island music disc for your special Christmas present from Graham? Right. So I've had it before where there's a diode in this IF can here that goes. It could be that. It could be that capacitor there. So what I think I'm going to do is connect it back up and have a probe around the back of the IF board. So let's go and grab a speaker a minute. I'll put some music back on for the interval. It will now be a short interval. I'm back. Right. So that is a Goodman speaker. So you can tell the difference between that and a Celestion. I haven't got a Celestion one knocking about, but Celestion have got the like a slightly different end. This has got the screws in it, so Krampus. Who's Krampus, Bill? It does sound good on vinyl. If you look back a few weeks, you'll see it on vinyl because it was playing on my live stream. Which Simon really enjoyed that. I could stick a dummy load on it, but I'm just going to temporarily hook it up so we can hear it. Right. The only problem is I've got to get on that power supply. Just the negative. Just the positive. Got that the wrong way around in my really, but never mind, I know what I'm doing. Make sure we don't short anything out on the speaker here. Okay. Let's pop the power off a minute. What I need to try and do is just get it round the other way so as I can see the back of the IF board. Cack-handed, Graham, come on. Sort yourself out here. What's going on? There's not enough Greek music. This is the issue. Okay. So this is the IF board here. So what I'm going to do is get my signal tracer to see if we can find a stronger signal anywhere. Can't find any signal on that board. What's going on? Bear with me. It's not a lot of commentary because I don't know what I'm up to here. I'm probing. I'm probing. Okay, it is working. That's strange, I'm not picking up anything at all on the IF board. Okay. There is one thing I have overlooked. Who can tell me what that is? What else should I have done before I started pulling it apart? Come on, someone will know this. What else should Graham have done before we started pulling that radio apart? Two things I should have checked, really. Two things that I should have checked before I pulled this poor old radio apart. And I'll kick myself if it is one of them. Simon, have you been retracting messages? I'll have to look up. He goes after bad kids at Christmas. Whoa. Hell. They are soldered, Graham, because I took all of them apart and soldered them myself. I got caught out with that early on, so all of my clips I've actually took apart and soldered, so they're all fine. Yep, you're right, Joe, that's one. One other thing that I should have checked first. Apparently I'm the master prober and Chris is merely an apprentice. Is that right, Chris? Don't we all? What's going on here? Come on, someone must know the other thing that I should have done first. It was difficult to do it actually with it in the case, but yeah. When it comes to probing, Chris, I'm your man. If anything needs probing, let me know. I have the tools for the job. Right, well, the thing that I was waiting for someone to say was the switch bank. Because no doubt this radio's been sat on FM Radio 4 for the Archers for years. So I should really have checked the headphone socket and given the switches a squirt. So let's do that now. It comes alive now. I'm going to kick myself. And I'm going to have to discipline myself as well. Put some more Greek music on when we're doing this. That's enough knob button pushing. That is enough button pushing. Right. let's get back to some sort of normality. I might have to go and let the dogs out in a second because I think they might need to go toilet. Well, it sounds pretty rough out there. Right. It comes alive now. Don't be afraid of watching me beat myself up on camera. The only thing I have got to just check is the headphone socket, which is down the bottom there. But we can probe that. Just. Yeah, we can probe the headphone socket. That'll tell us if that's causing the issue. Right, fire in the hole again. Turn my what are we doing now? Why are we having no signal? Of course, it sounds pretty rough out there at the moment. I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but it ain't too special here. Now it's decided it's not gonna. No different. No different. My crappy clock clip is not playing ball, as was predicted by Benji, I believe. Oh, that sounds horrible out there. I can connect that directly on there. Okay. Still the same. So let's go with the let's get in so I can do a bit of probing. Should be okay to connect that to. I should be fine to connect it to there. Right, let's see if we've got a signal down at the headphone socket, which is this little monkey down here. Monkey? Monkey? It ain't the headphone socket. Let's just see if I can tune to something I can hear on FM. Right. It's really low output. So I'm just going over to the IF section again. Just going to have a look at the TR3 first. So we've got base emitter collector. Nothing. Strange, I don't seem to have anything. Got nothing on that IF board whatsoever. That is bizarre. I literally can't get anything on the IF at all, and that's up to maximum. Nothing on those transistors. Let's have a look at the input. The plot thickens. Okay, okay. So I'm now on the switchboard, and I'm on right, so we have got signal there. So obviously we were oscillating. So it should be where the signal disappears. So it goes into this switch. So, hang on. I'm stretched. So I've got the a good IF signal on the switchboard, but it's not getting through to the IF board. Just trying to trace what turn that down a little bit. Maybe we need to alter the station as well. Let's just find something that's not.
jealous. Gonna keep it busy. Even just to really experience the live aid. So I can play a Queen hit on classic FM, but luckily Tonga Kashmir has done the hard work for me. By reading the latest hits.
Okay, so I'm on the switch there, which is the FM switch, so I have the signal there. That one. So that one goes down to here. And there we have the problem. There we have the problem. It is this flipping gram input. Right, let's just prove that. I'm going to short that out in a minute. Let's quickly look at the chat. Yes. So I believe that we have an open circuit gram socket, because I've got signal right up to there and then it's gone. What's the other one we got? Tape and gram. So I'm just trying to get myself sorted here so as I can do a nice bit of probing. Some aerial. It's a pain that I can't get onto this connector here very well. Will that work? Come on, Graham, sort yourself out. So what I'm going to do is come on, clamp, you swine. Right. Let's get a station again.
Ride a horse? Or a centaur?
Right. So I'm going to short the gram plug out and let's see if it springs into life.
They're getting your smart meter. On the campaign.
You swine! Okay. You little bum. So, it's the gram socket. I could take it apart and pull it out and all the rest of it, but I've got to take the front panel and everything off to do that. So all I'm going to do temporarily is hook up the wire across the two terminals. temporarily. So it wasn't the headphone socket, it was the gram socket. So still a naughty boy, but I don't think I deserve a spanking for that. I don't think it deserves a spanking, but I will give myself 20 lashes later. Saying that, you can't get this socket unless you actually physically take the chassis out, so I am slightly excused. So basically what I'll need to do is I'll need to take the front panel off, which is a bit scary on one of these radios because those white dial plates are irreplaceable. It's not like I can go and whip one off of a spares radio because they're rare. Okay, so just soldered a little link in there.
Toes, thirsty shoulder.
I don't know what the hell this is playing now. Daddy's Curses. Cheers, Chris. Sorry, mate, I didn't see you disappear there. Just when I got it working as well, look, you went. The alignment's not going to be an issue on this radio at all, Sam. God only knows.
You're trading currently on low terms with all these
there we go.
countries, and under no deal we're going to go down from the Premier League down to the same level as Bangladesh, higher tariffs. You will suffer, I'm afraid. Sorry, Alex.
Alex, you need to come back on that.
Obviously, I would completely disagree. I mean, obviously, the EU did a trade deal with Canada, and how long did that take?
Oh,
well, like a
Brexit.
million years. And yeah, but
with a smaller market share.
yeah, but we will be a simpler proposition. Like we can be a simpler proposition. Yeah, but with the fifth biggest economy in the world, that doesn't sound small to me.
I'm almost tempted to tell you guys to take this outside, but on that note, I'm going to bring in Sarah. Sarah, would you like to come in here?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we've all learned recently is just how complex some of these trade deals that we've got are, and how actually a lot of the systems that we have is because we're a member of the EU. We quite frankly don't know how long it would be to negotiate our own deals. And Alex, in terms of exchange rates...
Sort it right way through the night. If there are any problems, obviously give us a call. I'll make myself open for that one, aren't we? But anyway, 0808 100 1034 is the number to give me a bell. Text 81333, starting the message with the word studio. Hi to Jim in King Stainton, just coming back after a run. How cool is that? Enjoying the show.
I mix the hazing with the yeah. Remember days being unkind.
There we are, done. Well, not quite done, but you know, nearly there. What I've got to do is sort that gram socket out. Just get some of this out of the way. Steady, steady. Right. Oh dear. There we are. Another bit of probing that's paid off. Don't want to recognise my fingerprint now. Yes, it's getting very boring, isn't it? So, anyway, what do you think? That does sound pretty amazing now. All because of a epoxy gram socket. Gone open circuit. And I suspect it's just got a load of muck and fluff and that in it. A bit of poking in and out and squirting, and it would be fine again. So yeah, to be fair, there's a lot of muck in these. Look, we can get. Some pretty horrible stuff in these sockets, especially in these. I'm surprised the headphone socket was working. Let's give it a blast of air. Sounds like I better ask Father Christmas for some more air duster. Yeah, so we've got a corroded gram socket on this one. That's all it is. So all of that panic and hassle and thinking it was dramatic things like diodes in the IF cans and that. No, just a simple open circuit gram socket. There you are. That's the white Hacker Sovereign 2 that I've now stripped down into parts for you. Okay, you've got a Hunter model. It's never been recapped. Sounds okay. I would do the amplifier as a minimum, Bill. You don't have to. I mean, the problem with the amplifier, if you don't do the caps and they fail, you'll start losing transistors, which is quite pricey on these old radios now. I mean, is this the same as the Hunter amp board? Is it a 205 in the Hunter? Let's have a quick look. No, it's a different one on the Hunter. It's a 209. The same sort of thing. I mean, most of these amp boards will work in all of the Hacker range as long as you make sure your pinouts are right. They'll all work. I mean, it's different speaker impedances, so some of them are geared up for different outputs. But as you can see, Bill, this is a similar amp board, and I mean, I've put all new caps in it. It's one of those things. If it's one of the older Hunters, I don't know what to say. I mean, a lot of people say no, you don't recap it just for the hell of it. End of the day, Bill, it's your radio. If you're capable of fixing it when it goes wrong, then just do them as and when you need them. But they might take out a transistor. That's the only issue. What's that, UK? Yeah, I know what you're saying, Joe. I know what you're saying, but I have done a hell of a lot of these boards, and it's 50-50 really. 50% of them need them doing, 50% of them don't. So I think if you're in business and you're selling these radios, you're going to need to, because otherwise it's going to come and bite you in the ass. But if it's your own radio, then you can leave them. But say, just be aware on these boards. I've had quite a lot of T4 going on these amp boards, which I think is AC127 from memory. The center one as well, which is T3, which is an unusual transistor named T2, which no one really knows what it is. They can go as well. So if you probably find the resistors are dodgier than the capacitors in these boards. But what I would say, Bill, is just lift the leg on each one. If you've got an ESR meter, put it on there and just have a look at them. You tend to find the higher value ones go really high. So there we go. Add it to Radiocruncher in her. What you on about, Sean? You haven't been on that whiskey again, have you? So if you're pushing the radio on, Bill, and you want to sell it on, then I would say, yeah, you need to do probably the caps in the amplifier board. It's not very often that the caps in the rest of it go wrong, because everything in the Hacker is done on this board, really. All the like sound and that. Usually with other sets, you've got to recap around the volume pot, the electrolytics, but yeah. If it's the RP38, that's the original one, and that will almost certainly need them doing, I would have thought, but it's difficult. I mean, certainly it will improve the sound. I mean, I did one for Richard. I can't remember what the set was now, but the difference before and after was really amazing. And I did an RP18 as well, Sovereign 1 for a customer. And again, the sound, although it worked before and it sounded okay, the sound afterwards was far better, much more range on the bass and treble. And it just did sound a lot nicer. So yeah, the resistors, they are a pain in the neck. You can see I've changed all the resistors on this board. Oh, this is like my little test board. So an R14 and R15 on these boards, they've got to be matched, and they are low tolerance as well. I think I've got 1% in these, but it doesn't take long. The good thing is, Bill, is they come apart easy, and if you're just putting normal radials in it, it don't cost hardly anything to do it. If you put in axials like this in it, then it can be a little bit pricey, but they just look the part with the axials in them. You'll also you want to try and check the quiescent current and midpoint voltage as well on it, Bill. If you get the Hacker manual, pretty easy to check and adjust. Well worth doing. There's also you can put it on a scope and check for distortion and tweak. I think it's RV3. Just done Sovereign 1, can't get a midpoint below 9.3 volts. What does it need to be, David? Is it 8.9? Is it 8.9 volts or 9.3? I don't know, Sovereign 1. You're just back from the pub, Sean. I think it was your Selena, wasn't it, Rich? Selena B10, that B210, that sounded amazing after I'd done the caps in it. But yeah, if you can't get 8.5 to 9.3 is not going to hurt it, David, to be honest. Sovereign 1 is a different amp board. Sovereign 1 is going to be, you need to recap it. I know it's a cliche and Sam probably disagrees with me, but Sovereign 1 is a very old radio, and 90% of those that I've looked at have needed the amp board recapping. So yeah, I think what they do, Simon, they tell you to set it up to 8 point something. I think 8.5, David's saying, and then they say to observe the output with a sine wave on the scope and adjust it till it just stops clipping. Amp boards can be a pain in the neck, to be fair. I expect it's resistors, David. More than likely it's resistors, or I take it you've put a bit of switch cleaner on the pots, haven't you? On the variable resistors. Let me see if I've got let me see if I've got an amp board. Right, let's get you down on the deck here so you can see a bit better. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. So these are Hacker Sovereign 1 boards, and they've got some dodgy caps in them. We've got these things here which are Dallies, these blue ones. They're going to be gone definitely. And you've got this Elka mode here, TCC Elka mode, that's got to go. So really, those three there are going to be gone. They'll be no good at all. These, it's going to be 50-50, but I think you'll find, being the age of it, I think the Sovereign 1 is in the very early 60s. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's early 60s, the Sovereign 1. I mean, this one's got the variable. In fact, actually, that could be your issue, actually, David. It could be. It could be. So on here, you've got one of these bar type variable resistors. Let's see if I can show you a little bit closer. It's more than likely that, and I've had this actually happen with one of these. You can't see it very well there, can you? Can you see it there? So we've got this resistor, which is where you adjust your quiescent current on this one, I believe, isn't it? I think midpoint voltage is done on this one, and the quiescent current is done on this slider. I've actually had one of those with a small break in it before, so you can't go past a certain resistance on it. So I would probably desolder that from the board and just check it, just test it for resistance. And there's also a little thermistor on here as well. But I haven't had one of those go, but certainly I've had these go, definite. I've had a break in it. It's a wire wound. I can't remember what you call them now. It's basically a wire wound bar resistor. I don't know what you call it. So, oh, cheers, Sam. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. You can ask Santa for a Bazooki DVD CD. Yeah, you want to be careful. I don't like those variable resistors. They're terrible. I spent ages and ages on one of these trying to fix it, and I did everything. I did everything on it. I thought, well, it's got to be the resistors, and it was that bar. And when I looked at it under a very, very like powerful eyeglass, like a jeweler's loop, sure enough, there was a break on it. I think that was on a Mini Herald, I think, because they got a board that's very similar. But you can see it's a very heavily populated. I mean, this has got all these blue dallies on it. Yeah, it's got all blue dallies on this one. So this is the one that I've pinched the variable resistor out of this one for the other radio that I've fixed. But you can't get those. You can't buy those. I thought Partridge would have done them, but you can't get them. Partridge have gone bonkers at the moment. I don't know what's going on with them. It's a shame because they did some lovely bits. I think probably I'm about there now. I've covered most of what I was going to talk about. I've done more than I was going to do. I've worked on 2 radios. I'm going to work on any. In fact, well, I was going to work on Tony's Zenith over there, but we didn't get to that because we had to sort out our Sovereign 2, which I'm glad it is only that. Saying that, they are easy to work on. The service manuals for the hacker stuff are brilliant. Sovereign 2, I'm going to sneeze now, it's one of the best sounding radios out there. So let's zoom you back out. That's a short tour of hacker amplifier boards for you, just as a so I'll sit and chat for a minute anyway, but I'm not going to mess with any other radios now. I think I've done enough messing with radios for tonight. Oh, we'll have a bit of Greek music in the background for you. Yeah, I expect, David, it probably is that variable resistor on the back. If you've recapped it, it's either that or it's going to be these horrible carbon resistors, which are these not dog bone things, but they're pretty nasty. But yeah, these are these Dali things. They're horrible capacitors. They were good in the day, these things. I mean, that's 200 microfarads at 12 volts. Get my ESR meter. You bet your life now that I've said that. This is going to be spot on, this one. So this is 200 microfarads. Let's see what it says on the ESR meter. Should be an ESR of below 1 ohm. Especially for a bigger capacitor like this. Okay, so it's actually not too bad. I've had a lot worse. It's reading 241 ohm microfarads, but it's 2.9. It's nearly 3 ohms ESR, so it's leaky. But yeah, they are notoriously bad. I've got stacks of them over there. I must get round to chucking out these old capacitors. Some of them are okay if you want to restuff them, but I will do that one, Richard. I think I will get that one out. I mean, it actually come in a job lot of radios that I bought. It's got 2 aerials on it. I mean, the aerials are good on it. And to be fair, for a Binatone World Star, it's like mint condition. But I mean, it's got the telltale Hong Kong on the back, and you know, stuff that used to be made in Hong Kong was a bit of a joke, wasn't it, back in the day? If something went wrong, you always said it was made in Hong Kong. So there. Yeah, David, just keep an eye on it. I mean, as long as your quiescent current's all right, midpoint voltage, it's not gonna, not unless it's a way out, then it's not gonna cause you too much problems. But yeah, make sure you check the quiescent current. That's the most important one. If your current's too high, you will, like Simon says, you'll take your output transistors out, and that ain't cheap on these. Kind of trying to think what these use now. I think it's AC 128, is it? And a 2 different ones. So I'll quickly take the heat sink off because I've undone this. So what's that? Yeah, it's an AC 128. They're not too bad price wise, but they're still going to set you back best part of a £5 each, I expect. It's not much fun when you think a capacitor is like 12 pence and a transistor's a £5. Cheers, Simon. Yeah. Cheers, Simon. Thanks for popping in again, mate. And hopefully you enjoyed the Greek music. Yeah. I mean, it was back in the sort of like 70s and 80s that Hong Kong stuff flooded the markets, wasn't it? Most of it was really plastic and broke as soon as you touched it. Well, I'm going to call it a day now, everybody. I'm going to need to let the dogs out because they're going to be champing at the bit for a pee. Thanks again to everybody for joining me. And I hope you found that interesting. It shows you what these sockets can do in these radios. Totally mess them up. But there you go. Cheers, Gary. Yeah, good seeing you today, mate. I'm gonna go down and put the hi-fi on now. I think. Listen to a bit of Christmas music. I think. Oh, I might stick my Greek Island Dreams on. Yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you as well. I will be on next weekend, but then that'll be the final one before Christmas. Then I think. But yeah, I'll try and keep them to a Sunday. this is just a little bit different because I've got people visiting. In fact, next Sunday is okay. The Sunday after, I've got family here, but I'm not sure what till what time. So, cheers, Benji. Good to have you on board again, mate. Hopefully, that was of interest to everybody. Give me a thumbs up if you would. If you haven't subscribed, or please do. Check out Patreon as well. I do put stuff on there from time to time. A couple of 3 of you in here are patrons, so thank you very much for your support throughout the year. I won't do my final big Christmas speech now because it ain't Christmas yet. But happy Christmas to all of you anyway. Catch you soon. Cheers, Theo, Gary, Wenlock, Sean. Yeah, no hackers were harmed, but plates were smashed. Cheers for now then. Catch you all soon.